We'll be demonstrating the various search features that we have in SCC Online. And for your later on reference, maybe the students who have not been able to join right now, we'll also be recording this session and we'll share it with the coordinator, Mr. Babu, and then it can be available. It will be a YouTube link that will be accessed through. Now, to begin with, as we know that the students are primarily from the first year, first and second sem, so we talk about the basics. But to begin with, in this pandemic, we need to understand that we'll be able to only access these databases if we have a remote access facility. Earlier, which we used to have in the campus, now off campus, how we'll be able to access it. So over here, we have provided you the remote access by the name MyLoft, My Library on fingertips. Now, let me just share the screen and show you how to use this MyLoft over here. Just confirm me if the screen is visible to you.
Yes, visible, sir.
Thank you, Mohit. So I'm just showing you first thing that is the mail that you'll receive. That will be sent from myloft.xyz. That's the extension. If it's not in your inbox, mailbox, you should check it in the your junk folder. Maybe it's lying there, and it will have the welcome message. And of course, after that, you will also get to see this set password link. So once you click on the set password link, it will open up the new web page of MyLoft, where you will be, entering, registering your email ID as well as the password. Since I'm already registered, so it will not show me this way. So let me go to the website over here and launch the app that I have downloaded. So the first screen after your registration of ID and password that you have to do, this will be the screen that you will be reaching on. And in this screen, it will ask you first thing, it will prompt you to select the institute. So here, what we have made arrangement right now is not your institute's name, but SCC. SCC Online is the institute name that you need to key in right now, and then click on continue button. Post that, it will ask for the registered email ID and password that you have already set. Then you will proceed with the sign. Once the page opens, MyLoft page, and if you're a first timer, it will ask you to install the or add the extension, whether it's a Chrome extension or maybe Edge or whatever browser you're using. So in this case, I'm adding the Chrome extension. So I click on add extension, and then I need to click to add to Chrome. So this way, the extension gets installed on the Chrome browser. Once that is done, then it will open up the home page where you have various categories, home and e-resources. So you'll go to the e-resources section. Under that, you have the databases section. And when you click on the databases section, you'll find directory of open access journals and SCC Online. So this is the one to access SCC Online. We'll click on this link. And obviously, it will now open the home page of SCC Online. And when I click on this login, I want to go into the login area. You should find this IP login. This is important. If you are not able to find this, that means there is some step has gone missing in between what I showed you right now through MyLoft. So you need to redo that. Because it will then go through the server and then only you will be able to access it remotely. The user login is meant for individual users, not for the IP users or the multi-users in your university or college. So that you need to ensure. And after that, you need to enter your login ID, which is your email ID, and proceed. But if you are new to the system, so first time you'll have to do a one-time registration. So for that, on the bottom, there is a link available, register here. You will click on that. You'll enter your what you call email ID. So let me put over here. I'll just put the email ID over here, then the name, and then I'll register and login. But since if you're not registered, it will obviously it will also prompt you that this particular email ID has not been registered. Right now, once you log in after the one-time registration, it will prompt you to enter the year of passing your degree, whether it is 22, 23, accordingly you can. And for, as far as the faculty is concerned, they can opt for the skip option. Also, there's a skip option available over here. So that is the login procedure. Now, before we log in, I'll also show you the data coverage, what all we are covering. Quickly, I'll run through this. We have the Supreme Court case laws from 1950 till date, as you can see over here on the screen. And you also find that from 1969, something is mentioned over here, like till date with true print. Now, what is this true print? True print will cover this up later in later demonstration, and you will find this true print associated with few other journals also, which are highlighted in bold. So these are the ones, these are the publishers with whom we have a proper tie-up. So you get the exact replica or photo picture of the journal, print journal of theirs. Same way that can be printed in the SCC online. Then we have the Privy Council and federal courts beginning from 1872 till 1949, and various other high courts, I mean all the high courts rather, and few of the landmark district court judgments are also available. Historical courts, which are before independence, we have our Pepsu, Burma, etc. Those are all listed under this historical courts, and then tribunals and commissions. You will find the entire tribunals and commissions, including your APTEL, your Competition Commission of India, DRAT, and CAT, as well as the other company law board, NCLAT, etc. All those CSTAT, DRAT, and NCDRC, MRTPC, SEBI, RERA, those are all available over here. And of course, you have the various statutory laws, primary and secondary, comprising of central acts, state acts, rules and regulations, notifications, circulars, bills in parliament, as well as the constitutional orders made by the president from time to time. Then in the secondary material, we have entire constitutional assembly debates. This is very important for you students, because this is the, what should I say, the foundation of the law, as you can say, that how it was framed and formed. So entire volumes, what happened in the Constituent Assembly debates, that is all volume wise available to you in this, and reports of various commissions and committees, which includes the Law Commission reports before independence as well as the present ones. So all those are available, and legal articles from various leading law publishers and institutions. Those can be accessed here, as well as treaties, multilateral, bilateral, historical trials, policy documents from various departments of the government ministries, and Tagore Law Lectures, entire series of Tagore Law Lectures. So that's what we have subscribed to. Now let's proceed with the login. Now, once registered, I'll simply put my ID over here and click on login now to proceed. Now, the first screen that you'll see over here, it comprises of research section, my library section, and the links section, and it's known as SCC Online Dashboard. This dashboard has these three segments, and they have a specific duty to perform. The research plus section will cater to your entire legal research, and the legal research on the basis of a query or a word or a sentence, on the basis of a party name or a citation, or maybe by any act section, you can search through this research plus. And the second segment, that is my library, as the name suggests, it's like just like the physical library that you have in your college. Same way we have an e-library over here, and the topics are placed here. You can access the documents by clicking on the title itself. So it's like a click and view kind of section. And the third one, as the links suggests, the name suggests links, gives links to the external websites. We have tied up with the foreign publishers. So those websites you can access. Our own microblogging site, SCC Online Blog, can be accessed from here. And the parent company, Eastern Book Company, also has few of the links. So our focus will be on primarily on these two main sections, library and research. Let's start with the basic one, that is how to do simple searches. So through word search, this is the flexible search, or you can say it will search across the entire databases. Entire database means the uh, Supreme Court, the High Court, the tribunals, the notifications, the acts, as well as articles, anything. So I'll start with this. Now, when I click on the word search, it's prompting me to enter a search term over here. Right now, this you might have already, uh, searched, queries on apart from SCC on some other platforms also, including maybe the free search engines like Google. Now, I want to just highlight the difference, major difference between a free search engine and the SCC online search engine. There you have so many verticals apart from legal. So you will have to, enter the entire description. Whereas the case is different in SEC Online. Let's start as if we are searching in Google for a judgment, let's say latest judgment. So I'm keying in latest judgment, Supreme Court of India. Okay, I'm looking for this on, say, remission, right? So I am just entering this. I'll just make it a little bit zoom in. Latest judgment from Supreme Court of India on remission, and now I click on start the search. Now I am expecting judgments on remission from Supreme Court of India. Fair enough. So I can see in the results, the result screen is also to be understood once. The all results segment will give me the results on remission from whether the our USP, that is the summary part, the digest notes, law points, some call it ratio also, or head notes also. Then judgments. Again, judgments apart, I have bills in parliament, notifications, stay, wherever this remission is apparent. Fine. Now, the result list that I see, I can see the Supreme Court is there. Then I can see the number 8 over here, which is a Privy Council. So it has a mix of all the documents right now, Madras, Delhi, etc. also. My query was to search for specifically Supreme Court only. So for that purpose, what I'll do is, let's remember few things over here. First is the total number of hits, 293. Out of those judgments, let's go to 245 in total, Supreme Court 31. Right now, wherever I put my cursor, this only moves along with it. So if I place the cursor right in front of Supreme Court and click on this only, so it will uncheck the rest of the databases and only select Supreme Court for me and show me the Supreme Court judgments only in the result list. Now, these are 31 in all. Right now, this the first one, the topmost, is 14th of Feb 2020. Now, is this a what you call the latest? No, it might not be. So what I'll do is I'll use this sort by option in the result list. There are options available under it. Latest first. So I'll select chronological latest first. Let's see, maybe we might get even. Yes, we got one from of 2nd of November 2020, right? So the latest one is on top. So I have the inbuilt features like I can do the database segregation. I can also do the sorting on, say, ascending, descending, etc. So therefore, if I move back to the search, there is no need to, input the entire description over here, because the rest of Supreme Court of India and latest is being taken care of. So I'll remove these descriptions and only focus on the main keyword or the law point. And then let's start the search and let's see if there is any difference in the results. So you see see change. I mean, in terms of results, there were some 900 odd, 200 odd, and now it's 15,000 plus. So humongous or huge difference. Then I move on to the judgments. I can see 603 out of 31 in the previous search. There's again manifold, right? And now let's click on only so that Supreme Court only gets filtered. Then I move on to the sort by and click on the latest first. And let's see what will be the result. Remember the earlier one was 2nd of November 2020. And here I have 20th of July 21. So you can imagine 8 months of judgments in between were not with me. So the bottom line is the more you key in, the more descriptive you become as far as the query is concerned, you will get lesser results on maybe you will be off target. And the more you are focused on the main terms like the keywords or the law points, you will get maximum results and you will not miss out on any of those. Let's move back to the dashboard by clicking on these 9 dot lines on top, the first icon on top, and you're back to the dashboard. And further move to word search. This is a very basic search we have done and we have got the results. At times you could have also what you call a descriptive query or a sentence to search upon. So again, you should focus on the main words or the root words. Like there was one proverb or quote mentioned in a judgment where it is mentioned banana plant is not a tree. Right now, instead of entering all that, I'll just focus on the root words, that is banana, plant, and tree, not etc. I have just left out because these are so common English these words. So I'll just avoid them and click on start search. And let's see these 3 words will be appearing in the digest note or the judgment. As we can see, this 1978 judgment is digest note is there where it's mentioned banana plantation is not an orchid and banana plant is not a fruit tree. So I need not enter the entire sentence over here. This apart, I can also have query like let's say on say money laundering, and we are focusing on the immovable properties vis-a-vis money laundering. So what I'll do is I'll just type that over here in the search terms like money laundering. One, and then immovable properties. So what I can do is I can either perform a focus search. I need not go through the entire keywords at one go, because if there are lesser results or what I'm not looking for, I'll have to redo the entire query again. So I'll break it into parts. So first was money laundering. Let me see how many I'll get in through money laundering. But you have also noticed that I have put the money laundering in double inverted commas. So why so? Because if I don't put, it will of course show me the results. It will give me the results, but it will show these 2 words separately. Maybe money in the first para and laundering in the last para. I don't want that. I want this to be searched as a single word. So I'll put it in double inverted commas. So it will be searched as a phrase. Now, once I see the results again, there'll be this in the similar fashion. You'll get all results and then result list, and the text of the first one is being displayed in the 3rd column. Now, within this, I was looking for immovable property. So I'll just type immovable property within this search, within this 4,000 odd results, not in the entire lakhs of case laws. So I'm performing a focus search. So here below this SCC online logo, you will find this search within search results, right? And here I'll type immovable property, and that too in inverted commas, because I want to search this as a phrase again. And this way I can keep on narrowing it down up to 6 levels. I can perform 6 steps. And in between, if I want to make some modification in any one of the steps, So the what I can do is I can use this, choose this cross button associated with that step. Once you click on that, it will remove that step for you. The rest of the steps will remain intact, and then you can perform the modified search in this search within search results again. So these are some basic searches that we can perform through word search. And let's move on to the rest of the options that we have in this search plus section. You have words and phrases. Now, words and phrases is like your legal thesaurus. It's like your legal thesaurus, but yes, of course, you get the definitions from the act itself, the statutory law, or from the Indian case law, that way. And also we have incorporated the Wharton dictionary definitions also. So if I'm looking for this legal word by the name bail, so I'll just simply type it out and click on show, and it's the definition is being displayed on the bottom window. Now, this definition, as you can see, has been taken from A.K. Gopalan versus State of Madras, 1950. This is one definition where bail was defined. Then again, Vaman Narayan Ghia versus State of Rajasthan, 2009. Again, this is hyperlinked citation. If I click on the citation, it will open it in a new window. Then another definition on bail from Deepak Subhash Chandra Mehta versus CBI. And if you notice the fourth definition, it's in the form of a it's from the Wharton dictionary. As you can see, the square brackets WHRT denotes that. So you get the different definitions on that particular keyword, the law, the phrase or word. Now, if I have to search for a phrase, you don't have to put, let's say, res judicata. You don't have to put double inverted commas here in the words and phrases section. It will take it as a phrase only, right? Now let's move back to the dashboard, and I'll show you the other option that we have over here. That is browse. We'll go by find by topic right now. Now, find by topic is somewhat similar to your word search. The only difference is that instead of typing anything, the what you call the topics are listed over here. Like, let's say, administrative law or arbitration, and the list goes on, right? So if I suppose select administrative law, under that you'll get administrative action, you get judicial review, legitimate expectation, natural justice, etc. So I need to select one topic, and on the bottom you will find three types of searches, and what all they do, I'll explain one by one. The default set is search and digest notes. So it will search only in the summary part, not in the full text judgment of the Supreme Court of India only, right? So it's a kind of focus search. Now coming to search everywhere. Search everywhere will search not only in the digest notes, but in the judgments, in the notifications, in the articles, in the bills, etc., etc. So all the databases that we have. And search in headings will search very focused search. This one is, it will search for the topic natural justice, but that natural justice under the purview of administrative law, not any other say statute list, only under administrative law. On natural justice, it will show me the judgments, and therefore this will have lesser results than the other two, and then they will be also forming part of the heading natural justice in this case. Now suppose if I can also type in natural justice over here on top where this search field is available, and let's see what it shows. Now it shows me natural justice itself as a topic. Then administrative law, we have already seen natural justice. Then it's also falling under arbitration, right? It's also coming under education law. It's also coming under labor law. It's also coming under practice and procedure and service law as well. So for the sake of understanding here, what we have done is, if you want to know that this particular topic falls under which statutes lists, you can straight away learn it over here. It's for the purpose of representation only. Because if I click on natural justice under service law and start the search in say search everywhere and search in digest notes, it will give me the same results. And if I select under administrative law, this natural justice, it will still give me the same results. So it is just merely for a representation to for your better understanding that this topic tree is available. But as far as the results are concerned, it will only show you difference in the search in headings part only, because remember at that time it will only search for natural justice and administrative law. But if you talk about search everywhere and digest notes, it will have the same impact for the entire on the entire databases. Now let me just move to the dashboard back. And of course, the one of the most commonly and frequently used option is finding by party name. Most of the time you come across, yes, this is the party name, and please get me this judgment. So I'll just show you there are two options available under find by party name. First one, the traditional one, is search by party name, where you have the appellant respondent name. The second one is where you don't have the party name, but you have the famous case name, the name made famous by the media. Suppose we talk about Bombay Blast case, Triple Talaq, or maybe Sabrimala, Babri Masjid, or first judge's case, second judge, so many are there. So what I'll do is I'll simply type in the name over here. Say, let's say BMW, I have typed in it, it's giving me a suggestion, BMW hit and run case. I click on find case and the software decodes and gives me the actual party name, that's State versus Sanjay Nanda, and the citation as well. So this is one way of finding by famous case name. Now let's move on to the traditional one, where you'll be searching on the basis of a party name. Now here, first thing you'll need to select the jurisdiction. Now jurisdiction, if you're not sure, you can use the all jurisdiction option also. So it will search in the entire courts for that particular party name. Now let me go precise. I'll select Supreme Court and then let's start the search. And as far as the party name is concerned, at times you might have a very common kind of a appellant name like Shiv Kumar or Gopal Singh or something like that. So in that case, what you should do is you should also put the other party name as well. Now let's take the example of Kharak Singh versus State of Uttar Pradesh. Now I am partially typing the name of the appellant and then one space in between and the name of the respondent, that is state, again partial. And in between, I'm not entering or keying in anything like V dot versus. That will not yield any results. So just a simple one single blank space and then click on find case. Thereby I'll get very few judgments this way. And the first one, that is 1964 citation. That's what I was looking for. I'll double click on the citation and now it will open up in the next screen. So you can see there one judgment and 34 digest notes, right? In all. Now, in the second column, you see the party name, the judgment date, etc. And there are labels like J and 6, what they did stand for or what they denote. J stands for judgment, full text judgment, and 6 is the quorum strength, the bench strength. D stands for digest note, that is the summary of the law point, and 6, the bench strength. Now here, if I scroll down further at point number 6, you see one more additional label appearing. What's this? This is a red circle and denoting that this particular law point has been overruled. Now remember one thing, whenever you are doing a research, usually mostly in the Supreme Court case law, not the entire judgment is overruled. Only a few law points are overruled. But in general, condition, people tend to say, oh, this judgment is overruled. So never, go with that. Always cross check. And what is the best way to cross check under this platform? One, look for the red circle, this exclamation. And at times it could be cumbersome in the sense you have hundreds and hundreds of law points and you keep on scrolling and trying to search for the one. Is there any way or method where all the overall law points can be seen together? Yes, we have a quicker method. In this search within search results section under SCC online logo, you type in overall. So this can be applied on any of the searches that you do. Once you reach here, you just enter overruled in the sub search. And if there are any overruled law points, it will definitely show in the result list. So I can see there are 6, but out of the 6, first three don't have any red circle. So why are they appearing? Because overruled has been mentioned in the judgment somewhere. In the digest note also, the second number and third number, the word overruled has been mentioned, but the law points are not overruled in this case, mind you. So you need to go to the other three, the bottom three. Yes, they are the overruled ones. Let's click on the one, fourth number. And this one is on Constitution of India, Articles 19(1) and 21, right to privacy. Per majority, this is the opinion. There are two judges whose opinion is dissenting on this law point. That's also mentioned over here. And on the bottom, it shows that this majority opinion overruled in so and so case. So you get to know which case law it has been overruled. Similarly, you see law points. Best part about law points is that even without opening the law points, you can come to make out that what it is talking about, because it has a small gist embedded right here in the title itself. Like this one is talking about police regulations. Second one is talking about Article 21, particular statutes and rules. And the third one is talking about Article 19, protection of certain rights, the seven freedoms, etc. So you have that small gist and you can understand what it's talking about. Again, this one, 19(1)(d) and 5, surveillance, keeping watch on movements. Again, two judges' opinion is different from the rest majority. And at the footnote, you can come to know that in which case it has been overruled. Now, if I want to know the precedents, I mean, this judgment, how it has fared in other judgments, maybe how similar on similar rule of law, what has been treatment given to this, or those judgments, what has been the treatment. So for that purpose, I'll use this case reference option over here in the third column. You can see this third icon, case reference. I click once and the software will give me all those judgments where this 1964 judgment has been cited. And you can see not only in before 64, but after 64 also, so many case laws are there. So backward reference, forward reference, that's what we call that. And this 2014 judgment has reference of this 64. So I'll go to this next highlights, like a control F you have usually in your text editor. Same way here you have this arrow. You click on that, it'll jump to that particular line where the citation is being mentioned. So here it is saying minority view held affirmed. Right. So you get to know the treatments also. Same way in 2017, in 2009 judgment also, it has been cited. And now when I open this 2009 judgment, on the bottom it says mentioned here, this 2009 judgment has relied on 1964 correction judgment. So whether it is relied on, distinguished, or cited, or followed on, all those treatments you get to know over right here in the digest notes itself. Now let me move back to the dashboard. Apart from the find by party name, you also have the citations. Citations are what? They are as in a layman's language, I will say these are the addresses. Addresses to reach to a particular judgment. So these addresses or citations have been prepared by the publishers, and they have their own set format, year wise, page wise, etc. So apart from SCC, which is our journal, we have around 200 plus citation formats available over here. Though we have tied up with very selective publishers in various states like DRJ for Delhi, MP Law Journal for MP, Maharashtra Law Journal, and you have Kerala Law Times and things like that. So you have those publishers with whom we have a proper tie-up. Rest with whom we don't have, but you have a citation, you can still search. So let's take the example of AIR. We don't have a tie with them, but if you type in AIR, you will see the different state formats as well as the Supreme Court format. Let me select Supreme Court and enter the year. The moment I enter the year, it will automatically, bring me the page index. So I can just simply select the page number. Let's say page number 1 in this case, and this judgment will now open up. This judgment was published in SCC as well as AIR. In SCC, the citation is mentioned on top, but if I go to the digest note or the law point that we have prepared, there we have incorporated or put the equivalent citations as well. That's how we reached here. AIR is one among those. Then we have all India cases, we have Cuttack Law Times, we have Criminal Law Journal. So if you had any of these citations, you would have still reached to this particular document. So by virtue of the equivalent citations. Now, similarly, coming to the fine case law by section, here what we have is we need to enter the act, the principal act, and the act you should start with the name of the act itself, like not Indian Contract Act, Indian Penal Code, because this was devised by the Britishers because they were ruling so many countries across. So they had one for India, the other one for maybe Sri Lanka, etc., etc. So here we should type in the principal act, let's say Contract Act in this case, 1872, and the entire index of section comes in. Now I want the judgments on section 17 of the Contract Act. I'll select that. I'll click on the go button and I'll be able to see the results. As you can see over here on section 17 of the Contract Act. Now let's move back to the dashboard. Or there is one more option that I would like to showcase right here. That is, if I want to copy a portion of the judgment, so how can I do that? So what happens over here is, first thing I need to go for the judgments, and there are two methods to copy. One is where you have the only the SCC online citation, means these are not having any head notes or summaries embedded in it. So those can be simply manually highlighted and Control C, Control V will work over there, but not in this case. This judgment has the head note embedded on top, as you can see over here. This bold highlight is a head note over here. And then followed by that, you can see the judgment over here, right? Now within the judgment, you find these para numbers, right? And adjacent to the para numbers, there are small icons like this notepad kind of icons. So judgment portions or paras can be copied in that case. So what is the process? You double click on this icon and this para number gets extracted in a new window. From here, you can mail it across to yourself or your colleague. You can also copy it and paste it in Microsoft Word kind of. But what if I have more than one para to copy? In that case, you simply click once, not double click. A green tick will appear on the para number. And likewise, you can select multiple paras like in the same sequence. I said 3, 4, and 7, 6. So same way it will get extracted. Now, what is the next step? You need to click on the smart copy option, the fourth icon over here in the third column. Now you will get to see the same sequence 3, 4, and then followed by that it was 7 and then 6. And each and every para you will notice that it is also showing the source, that is the party name, current citation, and the page number for each para. And from here I can go partial copying. Control C, Control V is available active here, or I can copy the entire thing and paste it in my draft, or also as well as I can mail it across. So that is a copy paste feature. I can save it, I can mail it, I can also of course print it. Now in the print you will find these three rather here types of prints. I'll explain these two. True prints, in the beginning when I told you about the data coverage. So these are the journals with either we are publishing, or our publishing partner is with whom we have a tie-up is publishing. Now the same print journal that we have, it has been retained here in the software also. So you can notice here from page number 605, the judgment, the previous para from the previous judgment is appearing. So it was ditto from the book, etc. And then the actual judgment that I was looking for, 2005 7 Supreme Court starts. So you get the exact copy of the print journal. That's why it's called true print. And non-true print will print it like you see in right here on the web page itself. So it will not have the same pagination and paragraph. It's a computer generated print. You can also increase or decrease the font for viewing purpose. You can generate a link of this judgment and share it with your colleague. That can be done. And of course, there is one more option available over here. Suppose on the on a specific topic like section 17 of the Contract Act, I want to save not only the one document, I want to also to save one High Court judgment and a tribunal judgment, as well as the Supreme Court, and one digest note also. So what I'll do is I will create a folder that I can do in SCC by clicking on this add to my SCC online folders icon, the second icon in the third column. The moment I do that, it prompts me to enter the name, give it a name. So by default, it will show you my folder. So obviously you will change this, since I have created a previous one, it's being shown. So once I click on change folder, I click on new folder. The new folder will get created. Once the new folder gets created, it will prompt me to rename it also. So what I'll do is I'll rename it and give the name of your college, let's say. Once I do that, you don't have to enter any wildcards, full stop and at the rate, etc. It will not accept that. Once that is done, it gets renamed. Then you click on the select folder, the option available over there. And then you can see that, yes, this folder is now selected. Now I click on OK button and the document gets saved in that folder. Now where this folder is being saved, it's saved on the cloud on the SCC online server. So you can access it from anywhere with any device, and you don't have to worry about your local hard disk space, etc. also. But access will be only through your login ID, not from any other ID, right? So it's exclusive. The privacy is maintained. Now, this was one document. I told you I want many different documents. So I'll go to the High Courts on the left panel and then select one High Court. And then again, this Allahabad judgment, I'll click on add to my SCC online folder and click on OK. This document also goes in the same folder. Then I move on to the tribunal, go to the Central Administrative Tribunal, and there is one judgment on that. Section 17. So here again, I'll just add it. So this way I can keep on adding at regular intervals, different intervals on the same topic or subject, these documents. So I am creating one of my own index or a folder. And now to retrieve that, what I'll do is I'll go to this icon known as My SCC Online adjacent to dashboard. There's a My Folders, View Folders option. I click on View Folders and all the folders that I have created will now get displayed in the left hand column. And the latest one that I have created, which is on your college's name, those that's already selected, and you can see the documents which were attached to it are also being displayed in the result list. When you are here, while you are here at this folder, you want to create a compilation. Create a compilation maybe for what? For your moot court preparation. Let's say later on in your professional career, maybe you want to present it in the court. Maybe these all subjects wise and all these case laws and articles or whatever it is. Now I'll select all the documents by clicking on this result list checkbox. Once selected, I go to the adjacent toolbar action and I move on to the last option, that is create case compilation. When I click on create case compilation, a new window appears. It shows me the titles. It's also prompting me to save it with what name. I'll keep it as the folder name only. Let it be so. And then I can change the sequence if I want to move one up, down, etc. Once that is done, then I click on A4 or A legal, and then I click on a create button. And believe me, while we are talking in the background, the software is creating this compilation for me. Believe me, it will take you at least in a couple of hours because you'll have to take a print and then manually do the page numbering on each and every page, which is taken care of here by the software itself. So it comprises of two sections, that is two table of contents and the documents itself. Now table of contents has the page numbering done already by the software. So page number 1 to 5, the first document, 6 to 49, the second, and 50 to 59, sorry, the third. And from here, if I want, I can also bring in my notes or put my remarks in the table of contents. Once I do that, I can save the search. I mean, save the changes to they get saved permanently. Move on to the next section, that is pages of the documents. Like click on pages, and the pages are now seen in third column right away. And on the right hand top, the software has automatically done the page numbering for you in the square box, you can see. So page number 1 to 4 will be the first document, and there will be no gap in between. And from page number it culminates at page number 5, and from 6 the new one starts. So it's in continuation, and from here you can simply download these by clicking on the download arrows, which will download it in your downloads folder, and from there you take a print and present it in the notebook. So that is the case compilation feature. All right, so we'll move now back to the My Library section. We had seen this browse curated topics. Similarly, we can browse on the basis of law reports, whether it's AR, All India cases, or any other journal. So you have volume wise, year wise, date wise index available. Same goes with the judgments. You can browse month wise, year wise, and year wise, month wise, and date wise. Let me quickly move on to the next one, that is browse acts and rules. Here you will get to see the Constitution of India, the entire constitution, then central acts, the state acts, notifications, circulars, etc. Now in central acts, what we have done is you can see the list of all the acts. If I choose, say, let's say contract act, the entire BAR Act is right now in front of me. I can save this at one go, mail it or print it at one go. I can do that. And when I browse through the BAR Act, beginning from the section 1 itself, you see these blue colored highlighted lines. So these are commentaries inserted by our editorial as per their expertise. The most important judgment on, say, gift under contract act is Shakuntala versus State of Haryana. It has a citation hyperlink. If I click on that, it will open the judgment right away in front of me in the new window. I read the relevant portion, I close it, I'm back to the original. Back to the BAR Act. Similarly, for wired contract, so these lines that you see, the definition of on wired contract, these are all picked up from the judgment source itself. That is Shanti Vijay and Company versus Fatma Fauziya in this case. And this goes on for the rest of the BAR Act. At regular intervals, you will find for each and every topic, most important citation, maybe one or two, are embedded over here with along with the commentary. So that is the feature that we have in the articles, browse acts and rules. Now coming to the articles. Articles, we have the leading law review journals from leading institutions, leading national law universities and publishers as well. So if I'm looking for one on, say, let's say climate change, I'm just reading recently, I can use the filter here to get to them, or I can browse through the entire index. So I have use the filter over here. So I can see one from DWRTC, right, on climate change. Then we have Environment Law and Practice Review, again a journal. Then global warming, it's again ELPR, and so on and so forth. So you have all these. This apart from the law review journals that we have, we also have the blogs, the reports, the collected essays, and Tagore law lectures, which are beginning from 1870 till 1942. The entire series is available in the browse article section. Coming to the secondary material. Here you have the entire bills in parliament, either introduced or passed in both the houses, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Then we have the constitutional documents, which comprises of the Constituent Assembly debates, which I was talking about. Entire volumes are available from volume 1 to 12. And if you see the index also, which also helps, means I want to know, I mean, I'm in the draft and in the final shape or in the final constitution, what was the corresponding para in the draft, I can come to know the comparison table is there. So para number 1 in the draft is actually the para number 2 in the Constitution of India. And same goes with the rest. So the comparative table is also available. And coming to the other feature options that we have over here, we have historical trials, policy documents from various ministries, and then the reports of various commissions and committees. The list is ever growing. And under this, you will also find the law commission reports that I was talking about pre-independence, as well as the present ones, which is, I think, from 56 till 2017 or 18. The last one was 277 of August 2018. So entire law commission reports are available here. Then the treaties, multilateral, bilateral, that we have with the other countries, that those are also available here in this segment. Coming to the moot court resources. This one is very useful for the students who are preparing for their moot courts. So what you see over here are the moot courts which have happened in the leading national law universities over here. And if you wondering why, from where we've got this much of information, or this the problems or the winning team memo or the appellant and respondent, as well as the problem here itself, we have got it from the university or the college itself, since we are sponsoring moot court competitions for all these universities and colleges. So we are able to get the databases which are not there anywhere else in the open source, right? So you get to see the problem, what was the problem, and then the winning team memo for both appellant as well as the respondents. So this will help you in preparation for your kind of moot court, how to go about it. So that segment is very useful in that sense. So all in all, these are all the features of the My Library section. Right now, at times you might also wonder that, oh, I wanted to see a judgment which was just announced a day before or yesterday. Now in SCC, it takes a little bit of time to upload those, and it can take up to 48 to 72 hours. So if you still want to take a chance and see where it can be available in the platform, you go to this SCC online blog. That's our own micro blogging site. And in here you have this case brief section. So in the case brief section, let's say we are looking for Supreme Court judgments. So I'll click on Supreme Court, and all the latest ones are coming in first with the title. As you can see, SC, is there a scope for interference case of encashment of bank guarantee? Now I click on this title. It will now show me the details. Now it's a case brief prepared by our editorial. These highlighted lines are from the judgment itself. The rest is our editorial work. Then we have also done it topics wise or categorized it, like analysis, what is the analysis, law and decision. Then finally the decision date is also available here. Party name versus what, and decided on 19th of July 2021. And the date on which we have uploaded this is published on 31st of July. So you can just avail this as far as maybe looking for some latest information is concerned. There are various other options available over here. You have experts corners from leading law firms and lawyers over here. You have editorial opinion, good read, and shortlisted by our editorial. Then news related to law, whether it's events or law firms news or treaties, conventions, etc. Then another interesting section which should be of interest to you, that is the law school news. I mean, moot court announcements, what all they are, ADR debate competition, etc. Moot court ADR competition achievements and reports, call for papers, etc. So this information is there. Law Medies is for the beginners, like it's a very simple language, and simple language it's explained. So these topics titles you can see, and Know Thy Judge will give you the career history of a judge, and it's his landmark judgments, what all he's given in his entire career and all. So if you're interested in one, you can just access it. And of course, you can also, we have embedded the Google Translate over here, so you can go for the regional language over here. Apart from English, of course, you have the other languages. Like if I go for say Malayalam, so I can simply type in over here, and it will then translate it immediately into that particular language for you. So this will give you a regional flavor also that way. So that is the microblogging side for you. And coming back to the SCC Online, this is primarily what we have in the software. And before I open up the question and answer, in this word search, I'll just add a few more things over here. That is, we have already in the beginning seen the near operator, which is used when you have a very descriptive kind of a query. You should break it into main words and then put the near operator in between, so that it will be searched in a range of 10 words or something like that, which is known as proximity search. So let me just show you one example over here where I'm looking for judgments on the cases of murder which happened between two parties, means husband and wife, and the weapon which was used was say knife. So what I'll do is I'll put in the main keywords, not the entire description: murder, wife, and knife. Simple. And as the suggestion is mentioned, somebody has already typed it, although it's talking about bail also. So let me just stick to my mine. That is, I'll type near in between these three words like this. So what it will do is it will search for the three words in a vicinity of 10 words, 10 words range. So if I want it to be searched in say a paragraph kind of, then I can increase it to 20. I want to be very precise or very nearby, I can reduce it to less than 10, maybe 5. And then what this will do, it will search all of them in a sentence. All right. So these three words will be appearing nearer to each other. Therefore, I will get the results that I'm looking for. As I can see the first digit note over here on section 302, murder, trial, appellant accused allegedly causing knife injuries to the neck of his wife. So all three words are appearing over here. So that's how the near operator works. And apart from this near operator, we also have, these are all advanced searches. Apart from this near operator, what we have is not and or. So how these function, let's go back to the word search. So, yeah. So you can see below this enter search term, you see and, not, or, and near to be typed in capital letters. So you might have noticed that near I have typed in capital letters. So same way, if I repeat the same query, and instead of this near, I'll put not. So what this will do, it will give me those judgments on murder of a wife, but not due to knife. So what all I don't want in the results to come should be typed or keyed in after not. So this way I'll get results on murder and wife, but the weapon could be, or the uh, or the weapon could be not other than knife. So let's type knife in search within search and see whether there is any one appearing on that. No, there is none. So therefore it has been, this knife word has been kept out of the result list. Right. So that is not operator. Similarly, we also have at times synonyms to search for, or same meaning words simultaneously, because if I uh, key in one type, I'll be missing on the other ones. Or even if I key in all the types, then also I might miss on some. Why? Because it will search for all of them at one go. So let's say, for example, I'm looking for the judgments on cancellation of appointment for the employees who are either temporary, casual, or ad hoc. Now these three types are all same, right? Now let me type first temporary, then casual, then ad hoc, right? These are all same. If I do start the search, I'll get the results, but it will give me only those documents where all the three types are being discussed, which is not what I want. I want not only these three, but either of these. So I don't want to miss out on one where it's talking about temporary type of employees to be considered for cancellation of appointment. And at times maybe it's casual. So I'll put or in capital letters between these three types, and this ad hoc, I want to search as a single word, I'll put it in double inverted commas. So that's how I'll frame this or operator over here. So the software will internally do three type of searches. Once it will search for temporary, the second time it will add to the result list the casual ones, the third time the ad hoc ones, and fourth time it could be either of these combinations. So let's start the search, and the results you will get to see maybe all of them, as in this case, the first one, talking about all the three. And here it's talking about casual only. Then again, let's move to the next one. It's again casual only. So I'm not missing out on the ones where it is maybe talking about the other one as a synonym. Using the or operator will take care of that. So I think all in all, I have covered all the topics and options. Now I am open to the question and answers. So you can unmute or you can put your query in the your chat box. So students, you have any queries? Kindly come up with that.
Ranaji, have you shown them the help center?
Yes, I have to show them, but I was thinking maybe there could be some queries. So we'll attend to those and then we'll quickly move on to that one. So rather than that, while we are waiting for the queries to come up, I'll definitely move on to the help center now. As you can see, there is a question mark icon available on top where it's showing me various options like quick help, view user manual, and some of the titles or topics related to this screen where how to use case reference or how to smart copy, etc. So this keeps on changing. This help center menu keeps on changing as per the screen that you are in. But one thing never changes, that is view user manual. It's universal throughout in all the screens all the screens that will appear. And this is the help center that we have. The moment I click on this help center, it will open it in a new page. And from here, frequently read articles that we have, like how to use the case compilation I was talking about. If I click on that, it will explain that with an example. You can simply read and follow the illustrations and you'll be able to understand it easily. Now, there could be other topics that you were looking for, which are not there in the frequently read articles. So for that purpose, you can use the search area over here and type in the query. So if I wanted to know more about near, I've typed that. It's giving me the option. You want to know how to use the near operator. I select that. And again, it will explain that with an example. Right. So you get all these, help from this help center. Not only that, the search methods are there. Title wise, you can see how to use or not, curated topics, find by topic. All these are there, and you click on any one of them. There are videos also embedded in this, as well as the textual one. The examples are there, and you can simply go there. Or if you want only segregated videos in front of you, you can type webinars. And once you type that, you get these titles over here. You click on any of the title, like say, for example, advanced search, I clicked on, and on the bottom, it's showing me the link of our YouTube where we have uploaded on our YouTube channel. So you'll be able to view those topics and the explanation of that in the form of a webinar. So that is the help center for you. So I guess, is there any query on the chat also?
Uh, Not as of now, Mr. Rana.
Not on. Okay.
I guess there are no worries. We have already recorded up this session.
Yes, considering they are from the first year, second sem, it will take some time to them to assimilate all this. And I'm sure once we come up with another session, at that time there will be a lot of queries, I'm sure. And we'll also leave in the chat box our contact details. And in at any point of time, given point of time, if any of the student has any query and any doubt to clear upon, they can always get in touch with us. So We've just shared, Mohit has just shared our contact details. There is an email ID by the name learning@scconline.com. This is our what you call departmental email ID. So you will get a prompt response on that. Then we have a toll-free number also where the team is available from 10 in the morning till 7 in the evening from Monday through Saturday. And our individual numbers are also there. These are different types of modes with which you can always get in touch with us. So, Mr. Babu, you have anything to add on this, or you have any specific query?
Sir, I think we have it's a very nice session that you have conducted, because for a beginner level students, especially those who are new to this platform, you have conveyed it in a very effective manner, so that most of them have given me personal feedback now itself, because some of them couldn't attend it fully, but all those who have attended have given a very positive feedback. And they are asking that when after they get acquainted, because some of the students are yet to
Sure.
get that link from the college. After they
Right.
receive the link, they have been asking whether they'll be able to conduct a second session, in which you mentioned
Sure.
that a bit more
Intermediate.
intrusive,
Yeah.
a bit, so that can be conducted or not. So I think it
Sure.
has been a very effective session, sir. And thank you so much for your valuable time, Rajesh sir and Mohit sir. And we'll be looking forward to having another session soon enough. But on that session, I assure you we'll be ensuring a higher participation from our side,
Sure. Definitely,
because
we'll look forward to that.
we
Definitely.
have a couple of
Well,
exams lined up. That's why most of the
all right.
students are preoccupied.
I can understand. That's more important, of course, as of now. But yes, definitely there will be some more features that keep on adding, as well as there are some different types of trainings that we have devised for from beginner to intermediate to advanced. So definitely next time around we'll have a
And yes, sir, the last part that you mentioned regarding the help desk, how to use manual using the navigation dashboard. There is it was actually new to me. I never knew that the
all right.
SCC online had such a feature. Everything is very easily accessible in that also. I think that has been a very good tool.
Definitely, it's going to be of some help to the students, first-hand help. And then, of course, yes, we are there as we have shared our contact details as well. So anytime
Sure, sir.
any student has any kind of query, they can always, they're most welcome to connect.
Definitely, sir. So regarding the session, the recording of the session being
Sure.
disseminated.
Recording, I think we'll be able to share by evening today itself, or maybe maximum by Monday. I'll be sharing it with you,
Fine, sir.
and then the rest can be shared with all.
Sure, sir. That will be very convenient. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So
Thank you, sir.
thank you all the students, and wish you all the best for your upcoming studies and exams. And I'll just now stop the recording maybe.